Hello YouTube, it is I, Three Dog. Ow! Okay, I'm done doing the Fallout shit. And today, this is the kid. How you doing, everybody? Good morning. Today's date is August 3rd, 2016. I don't know why I told you the day. It's just the morning. I got work in a few. So I'm just gonna give my 2-cent rant about some things I've been hearing about and some things that I've been wanting to discuss. One of them is about family, and maybe I should get that off my chest first, because why not? And I don't want to mention names, that's all. So this is not a name drop or a specific thing, but honestly, I'm really getting sick of living in my house. My computer's still messed up still. There's a lot of things going on with it. I gotta get it cleaned. I'm going on a trip to see my friend Lindsay and Seth. One of them is in Boston, the other one lives in Albany, New York. Well, in New York, so yeah. And what else is on the list today? Oh yeah, but recently my family got a truck and a couple of new vehicles. One of the three of them being, two of them being trucks, one of them being a new van, and now they're claiming the van belongs to me. They have a red one which doesn't have a working gas gauge, and a leaky fuel tank. Which honestly I think is completely and utter bullshit, because I'd rather have no AC, no radio, but a working gas tank I really want. But that's not the point. The point is that they're claiming it's mine, but they want me to... It really is basically to shoehorn me to work for them. It's like, hey, we got you this truck, and we got you this, and we got you that, and we got you, all these things, and it's like, you're just doing this to shoehorn in, like, my position in that company. You really want me to work for you, and you're like, don't worry, I'm waiting, like, if you want me to work, say you want me to work for you, you'd be like, well, work for us. It's like they're doing that, but they're buying me, a truck, they're giving me a truck, the phone, and goddamn, I want to get my own phone plan. And it's like, it'll be a good idea to get some responsibilities like that. To get, like, if I get more money in and I get, financed well, I can get rid of their attachment like that. I can get rid of that one attachment, which they own me on the phone and the truck. So if I get rid of the phone thing, I'll be fine. It's that truck, because it doesn't belong to me, it belongs to them, but they keep saying it belongs to me, which is insane. It's like buying me, it's like the U.S. buying, it's like if another country, like say the United States, bought Cuba a hospital, and they were like, oh, you can use it, and then, like, the United States, like, just occupied it and kicked anybody out, and was just made into a U.S. hospital for U.S. citizens, and that was it. So, that being said, I want to talk to you about an incident, something else, something bigger than my own bullshit. If you got past the 3-minute mark, I want to talk to you about the Milo Yiannopoulos, the guy who got banned from Twitter, the gay Republican man, who is a walking contradiction, kind of like me. I like fitness, but I also like video games and stuff like that. I will say this, though, about the whole situation. If you don't know the situation by now, he basically said some mean things about the new Ghostbusters movie, and basically kind of trolled Leslie Jones. Granted, Leslie Jones, I feel like, and this is something I want to say, though, too, it's the fact that I feel bad for Leslie Jones about this situation. Before I go to talking about how Milo, I feel bad about him. Leslie Jones got attacked by a lot of racists and a lot of stupid fans, and they blamed Milo, who said some comments about the movie. I think, what was his comment? I believe it was, I just remembered it. Hold on. Let me see here. But I don't know what the official quote was. I'm actually watching a couple of YouTube things. Because Twitter doesn't, like... I really want to check this out, you know. Oh, that's it. Okay, so basically everybody was making racist and hateful comments about, you know, Ghostbusters, and everybody was, and I think, alright, so what I'm just trying to say here, and I feel like I'm wasting everybody's time, is the fact that what happened here, and I'm trying to be a little bit, not trying to be taking a side, because one, I did not need to see the new Ghostbusters movie. I chose to be happy. Two, I just didn't look good. It didn't look good, and I didn't like what Sony, Paul Feig, the cast, and the original cast did, and they were just like, they were being blackmailed. They were being blackmailed. Like, Ernie Hudson went on record being like, no, I don't like this. I don't think it's a good idea. You know, and they blackmailed him. They blackmailed Bill Murray, and Bill Murray was like, you could tell Bill Murray did not want to be there. If you ever seen the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, look at Bill Murray when they're introducing the original cast, the remaining living cast. Bill Murray does not want to be there. So, second of all, I will say this though. You should never, I do feel like you should never blame the actresses or the actors. You can blame the director for making a shitty movie. You can blame a director for the way he shot it and the way he wanted it. You can blame writers. Those guys fucking do the shitty, you know, they make the movie as well. They make the blueprint for the movie. What else? You can also blame producers like Amy Pascal. I think you should blame them first. Like, take a look at the chain of command. Blame them first, because they're the ones who put greenlight the shit, and usually they're the one that's sticking their like dicks into everything. But here's what Milo said about Leslie Jones's email attacks, and one of the things she's saying, like he said, was, if at first you don't succeed because your work is terrible, quoting on the Ghostbusters movie, not any of the real works, play the victim. Everyone gets hate mail, for fuck's sakes. And you know what? It's true. Everybody gets hate mail. Everybody gets, like, shit talked about them. Everybody gets hateful comments and shit like that. And I don't feel like you should hide. I think you should just embrace it, because it's like, you know, I feel like people, like, I feel like old, like, alright, I'll get into that in just a moment, but this is about Milo. So, second of all, so Milo then gets banned by Leslie Jones, and Milo's response is, great, rejected by another black guy. Which is funny, because Milo is a gay Republican and he's in the black news. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. And then he got banned from Twitter. And now I'm like a little sketchy about everything nowadays. Now, granted, you shouldn't take anything by face value, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I'm starting to see it a little bit. I was at Temple University, and like, it seemed like it was okay to play the victim. It was okay to be a pussy. And I'm just like, being there, I was like, this school fucking sucks now. I absolutely hated it. I did not enjoy it. And I felt like they were not teaching me. Like, there were some great teachers. Mr. Dan, you were fucking... Mr. Dan Fishberg, I want to say, Heisenberg. Fastbender. You were great, so don't No hate towards you. No hate to a couple of other teachers, but a few of them I'm a little sketchy about. So yeah. So there's also some other things I didn't like about going to temple. I was like, I felt like I was there to just get like my life drained out, like my money and my life drained out. So I'm cleaning my life up. So, but enough about that. But I also see it in like social media and shit like that. Thank God YouTube's the only medium that like has people debating, like has like, yes, you have your feminists who are hating on the men, but you also have libertarian and Republicans saying, yo, back the fuck up, y'all. Just back up. You know, and you got those people. But I will say this, though. It's like, it seems like social media is starting to slowly become nothing more than just fucking democratic, libertarian, liberal, you know, degressive liberal standards. You know, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't, no. I absolutely fucking hate that. I do believe in freedom of speech. I do believe in the freedom of speech. If your speeches are not hate speeches, well, I mean, if your speech is a hate speech, be prepared to get, like, hate back. Because that's what's gonna happen, my friend. And that's no jab to Milo or Leslie Jones. That's a jab to anybody who's, like, a Klansman or shit like that. You know, and I really have to say something, though. We really gotta, like, it just bugs the shit. I mean, thank God for Milo. And, because the dude is basically, like, the walking contradiction. The one who has to stand up to these people. Because if I say shit, I'm gonna get fucking, you know, banned or be called labeled this. Because, God forbid, God forbid I have a fucking opinion because I'm a white male who's white and has a penis and, you know, is not transgender. And God damn it, I am just so annoyed with that bullshit. And just think, like, and the thing I just really kind of don't understand about this is the fact that, like, this whole thing points out that, like, the left is really becoming digressive, and it's starting to turn into an Orwellian future, and I'm afraid. This is what I was afraid of. Like, this is why I don't want Hillary Clinton to win. Alright? I know the option is Donald Trump, but goddamn. Just goddamn. I mean, for fuck's sakes, it's like, I'm just so annoyed. I'm just so annoyed with people's decisions. I'm just so annoyed that she's running and not Bernie Sanders. And I feel like they're doing the same thing with Barack Obama again. Now, before I say anything, this is the thoughts I had in 2008. Alright? These are the thoughts I had in 2008. I have no thing against Barack Obama as a human being, but that 2008 election was nothing more than an unfair fight. It was a young black man against an old white dude. And I'm not talking about in the Rocky Balboa sense, no. I'm talking about in the sense of, you obviously knew this man was going to win. You obviously knew, I didn't vote in that election because I knew Barack Obama was going to win. And this is why I'm not going on, so, but I digress. I'm going off topic here. But this is my biggest problem now with this country. It's the fact that we censor things way too much. We get overreacted over stupid shit. You know, feminism is now focusing on what's really degrading. It's like, you don't speak for every woman. It's like, you're objectifying us. It's like, it wasn't my choice to put a woman in a bikini, alright? Somebody else did that. You can wear whatever the fuck you want, but please do not come and shit on my parade. Alright, that was a mindless fucking rant. Alright, well, this is this kid saying, look, Milo, if you're out there and you're watching this, good luck to you, man. fight the power. I'll fight the power with you. But I'm not gonna. I'm not that much of a speaker or anybody who's been trying to make a point. Because honestly, you have the power to do so because you're a gay Republican. You know, and an old school gay man too. You're an old school gay man. Because you're the 90s gay, where it was fun and promiscuous and you were sophisticated, and you know, now it's like, you're right, they have become docile. They have become kind of like docile homosexuals. Like, you know, if you take a look at Modern Family, they're living in suburbia, you know, they have children, you know, and you kind of like, this is something interesting. You pointed out like the flaws of being gay. Like, granted, there's like, if you're gay, go with it. Be gay, be happy, be fine, you know, be married, you know. And I don't mean it in that sense. I don't mean it in that, you know, like, man, you go do whatever you want. But I never heard anybody talking about the bad sides of being gay. Like, there's no, like, everybody talks about how great gay is, and it's like, some people are just like, like, you're just kind of putting it out. Like, you can't reproduce, and that's interesting. You can't, you know, engage in lovemaking and have a child. I will say this, though, about that and something else. Like, you're right. The old school gays were kind of cool because they were not trying to get married. They were not trying to get, you know, domesticated. They were, like, the fun, whimsical, like, as the character of the, like, I'm a filmmaker, so, like, as the character of the 90s, like, they were the whimsical, like, mischievous, like, sons of bitches that you always loved. Like, yes, who cared if they were gay? They were just the gay character who was just having fun, being in, you know, a gay man in a straight world. So, alright, I'm getting off topic here. So, Milo, I have your back. Fight the power. That is the regressive left. And this kid sang, I'm just gonna drink my coffee and go to work. Miss Jones, don't ever read the comments. There are trolls out there. Do not feed them. And I will have my rant about old Hollywood in just a moment, so take care. Peace.